Hello viewers, welcome to my channel. In today's video, we will be discussing the harms of vitamin D deficiency, the countries most affected by it, and useful foods that can help supply the body with this essential nutrient. Disadvantages of vitamin D deficiency. 1. Bone health problems. Vitamin D is essential for calcium absorption. Deficiency can lead to conditions like rickets in children, characterized by soft and weak bones, and osteomalacia or osteoporosis in adults, leading to brittle bones and an increased risk of fractures. 2. Weakened immune system. Vitamin D plays a role in immune function. Low levels can make individuals more susceptible to infections and illnesses. 3. Muscle weakness. Deficiency in vitamin D can cause muscle weakness and pain, impacting mobility and increasing the risk of falls, especially in older adults. 4. Cardiovascular issues. There is evidence suggesting that low levels of vitamin D are associated with an increased risk of cardiovascular diseases such as hypertension and heart disease. 5. Mood disorders. Vitamin D deficiency has been linked to an increased risk of depression and other mood disorders. 6. Impaired wound healing. Vitamin D is important for wound healing, and deficiency can slow down the healing process after surgery or injury. 7. Increased risk of chronic diseases. Low vitamin D levels have been associated with an increased risk of chronic diseases, including certain cancers, diabetes, and autoimmune conditions. Countries with the highest prevalence of vitamin D deficiency. 1. Northern European countries. Countries like Finland, Norway, Sweden, and the UK often experience vitamin D deficiency due to their long dark winters and limited sunlight exposure. 2. Middle Eastern countries. Despite abundant sunlight, countries like Saudi Arabia, Qatar, and the UAE have high rates of vitamin D deficiency. Cultural practices, such as wearing clothing that covers most of the body and spending a lot of time indoors, contribute to this issue. 3. Asian countries. In countries like India, China, and Japan, urbanization and air pollution can limit sunlight exposure, leading to vitamin D deficiency. Additionally, traditional diets may lack sufficient vitamin D-rich foods. 4. North American countries. In the United States and Canada, particularly in northern regions, vitamin D deficiency can be common during the winter months when sunlight is scarce. 5. Australia and New Zealand. Despite high UV levels, some populations in these countries still experience vitamin D deficiency, often due to high rates of sun avoidance and sunscreen use to prevent skin cancer. 10 foods high in vitamin D. 1. Fatty fish. Salmon, mackerel, and sardines are among the best sources of vitamin D. A 3.5-ounce serving of cooked salmon contains around 570 IU of vitamin D. 2. Cod liver oil. 1 tablespoon of cod liver oil contains about 1,360 IU of vitamin D, making it one of the richest sources available. 3. Trout. Similar to other fatty fish, trout is high in vitamin D. A 3.5-ounce serving provides approximately 645 IU. 4. Mushrooms. Certain mushrooms, especially those exposed to ultraviolet light, can be a good plant-based source of vitamin D. A serving of UV-exposed mushrooms can provide around 450 IU. 5. Fortified milk. Most cow's milk is fortified with vitamin D, typically providing about 120 IU per cup. 6. Fortified plant-based milks. Soy, almond, and oat milk are often fortified with vitamin D, providing similar amounts to cow's milk, around 100 to 120 IU per cup. 7. Fortified orange juice. Some brands of orange juice are fortified with vitamin D, offering about 100 IU per cup. 8. Egg yolks. Eggs contain some vitamin D, mainly in the yolk. One large egg provides about 40 IU. 9. Fortified cereals. Certain breakfast cereals are fortified with vitamin D, offering around 40 to 100 IU per serving. 10. Cheese. Some cheeses, particularly fortified types, can be a source of vitamin D, though in smaller amounts compared to other sources. A serving may provide around 12 to 24 IU.